Hello and welcome to Super Sunday. And today on Super Sunday of September 24th, 2024, I am bringing Sierra Nevada Tropical Little Thing India Pale Ale Hazy IPA at 7% alcohol. Here's Sierra Nevada Tropical Little Thing. Introduced, I think, in 2022. A bright, colorful can. So it's a little old, but I don't think too old. All right. Happy Sunday to you. So I'm going to wait for a minute on the people. Let's see here. Okay, let me do one more little thing here. Put something here. Type something here. All right. Sorry about that delay. Happy Sunday to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Howdy. Welcome, viewers. Now let's see. Let's see the website. Sierra Nevada Tropical Little Thing. Part of the Little Thing series. Here we go. So I'll open the can and pour it, and then we'll look at their website. Do a straight in pour. Don't need to tilt the glass. Not necessary. People think it's necessary. It's not necessary. They can never make the case for it. I had people criticize me sometimes, like, well, if they just say something ugly like, you need to learn how to pour, I don't even entertain that. But if they'll ask, like, why are you pouring it that way? I'll explain it. Can't go wrong with this method. Off-white head. I see chunks going down in there. I'll show you that in a minute, folks. Boy, that's a long walk. 59 degrees. Whoa, we'll see that in about 2 months. Maybe even in a month. But it will be at 5:30 in the morning. By this time of day, it'll be warm. All right. Paul Honor sent me this shirt. Thank you, Paul Honor. Let me turn on the lamps, and perhaps you could see these chunks, sediment chunks in this beer, which I think is dead yeast. Now, it's hazy, all right, but look, maybe, let's see if you could see that. Yeah, look at those chunks down there. Look at the chunks. The chunks. Whoa. I'm bringing in a guess right now that is not favorable toward those chunks. I'm Louisiana. Duncan Pumpkin is from Louisiana.
How about those chunks? The chunks.
Yeah.
The chunks.
Hello, Herbie. Now I'm going to shake it, and it's going to bring in even more sediment.
What are you drinking? What is that? Oh, another false IPA. Okay. Well, this morning I'm going to examine the Elysian's Punkachino. coffee inspired lesions. This is rocking in at I believe it's just 6. I believe it's just 6% alcohol. Yeah, I think that's what that's right there. 6%.
All right.
Okay. So this is I guess you could say barista inspired coffee. You know, kind of like what Starbucks does. Every season they'll come out with that pumpkin latte. But this is not a latte. This is a stout. So okay, so the pour to me is coming in not quite as stouty. More along the lines of like cola color. And I should have shuck it up. There's some stuff at the bottom. I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all can see that.
Probably pumpkin pulp.
And it looks like it's got some residue. I'm trying to learn how to draw this residue down at the bottom. So I don't know what that would be.
All right, now here's the website. Here's the website.
Pour a little bit back into it.
Here's the website. Here's the website for
a little bit in there and some droplets on my pants. Okay, so I shook that up and got it out. For the most part, still some more in there. Anyway, I'm not gonna sweat it.
All right, your connection's a little shaky, but it's still holding on. Now, here's the website for Tropical Little Thing, Hazy IPA.
It's always shitty because you live in the middle of the country and you think you get the best connection in the world and you don't. Not on high-speed internet, and yet my connection's always bad. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either. Anyway, could be coming through Wi-Fi instead of hardwire. But anyway, this is 7%. It's 39 bitterness units. It says, ditch the mainland with Tropical Little Thing, a hazy island getaway hopped for ripe aromas and flavors of mango, papaya, and passion fruit. So in other words, a beer that tastes like mango, papaya, and passion fruit, more like a fruit salad.
Yeah, not an IPA, but a fruit salad.
They use Munich and two-row pale barley malt, but they also add oats and wheat, they say, which is vital to get it clouded up. So it's a multigrain cereal beer. They use Amarillo, Cascade, Eldorado, Sabro, and Sultana hops, ale yeast. They're showing the whole cone hops. There's the malt, the barley.
What's with the adding all this wheat to everything all of a sudden? Seems like every time you turn around, you look at these beers that are coming out and they're called hazy IPAs. They're far from an IPA, and they add wheat to them. Okay.
Here's Punkuccino, coffee, pumpkin ale. Zero IBUs. There's no bitterness whatsoever. It comes in kegs, half kegs, and in the bottled variety pack. No cans, which is rare these days. You can read it if you'd like.
A pumpkin ale with attitude of the world weary barista. Punkuccino packs a short shot of Stumptown coffee toddy in your pint with just a shake of cinnamon and nutmeg, pale brown biscuit, C77 crystal, chocolate, and Klein coffee malts provide this body.
Kiln coffee.
Kiln, or like Kiln, Mississippi. Okay.
Yeah.
Malts provide the body. German Northern brewer lends a touch of bitterness and lactose sweetness, just a touch. 3 pumpkin additions in the mash, kettle, and fermenter. Contains lactose. Okay. That explains why it was kind of like cloudy looking at the bottom. Yeah, this is it does have a natural bitterness to it already. It's got to be from the coffee since it's stating that there's no IBU, so it's got to be coming from the coffee. Like if you have a strong cup of black coffee, like this is kind of tasty to me about like you get this. Oh, look at that! That is a real coffee company. It's kind of like our local Louisiana brewer. They collaborate with a local kind of coffee called Rev, and they make a stout, and they call it Rev. But yeah, it's got just about everything you'd want on it. It's got oh, you can get this in Pro Martin Jefferson. Okay, all right. It's got nutmeg, cinnamon. The cinnamon is slighted a little bit. Yeah, it's got that strong coffeeness to it. The lactose is kind of, and that's maybe because I didn't shake up the bottle, but it's there. It's predominantly slim, and yeah, it's good. It's a good mellow stout. It's more of a coffee than a stout. You know what I mean? It's more of a coffee stoutness to it. So it's a very strong coffee note with all the flavors it says it has in it, and yeah, it's delicious, and yeah, and I would say that calling it zero IBUs. I mean, you could one could say oh, a bit of sort of coffee bit to it. So yeah, cheers. It's very good.
All right, thank you. Now, this beer had a thick off-white head. It's orange or yellow, depending how the light's hitting it, but it's definitely in the orange range. I mean, it's orange. Okay.
It just looks like all those beers. They all make the same. They look exactly the same to me.
Yeah, they're all
like orange juice with an orange Julius top on top of it.
Yeah, I saw people in the Facebook group yesterday. The Facebook group yesterday were really pushing the ones they were drinking. They look like milk, orange juice with milk or something. But
they all look the same. They all taste the same. They're all kind of chalky, thick, go down.
It smells fruity. It smells fruity and grainy. It would be sort of like some mango. It'd be sort of like some mango on a slice of bread, white bread. Taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Does this thing say malt beverage with natural flavors? So I'm tasting fruit flavored. I don't think could come from hops. Let me see. I don't think you could get this flavor from hops. No, it just says ale. Amazing. It just seemed like it's got flavor. I don't know. I know they.
What flavor are you tasting? You think it's not coming from a hop?
Bro, like mango. But I guess they could taste like that. But
you might want to look up the hops that are listed in this beer and see if they produce a mango flavor.
Right. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah. Then you get the oats and the wheat.
Flour.
That's right. You get the an herb. You get the oats and the wheat and the barley. So you get the multigrain cereal. It's sort of like breakfast cereal with. Oh yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like you're eating a multigrain breakfast cereal, which is cold, and then you sliced up some fruit and put it in it. But there's no milk, so you don't get the milk. It's like you're just eating the fruit.
And then you chase it with some coffee stout.
Yeah. So it's good. I mean, it is what they're wanting it to be, a fruity multigrain beer. So do I like it? I like it. I'm not in love with it. I don't remember the score I gave it, which is probably good because now I'm going to give it an independent score in a minute, unrelated to my past experiences. Watch, I'm going to make somebody jump.
Hey, I'm on the treadmill.
Antics.
Can't do anything straight. How you kids doing?
Doing well.
We got snow we got snow above 9,000 feet last night.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody else in Colorado posted that on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a guy. He used to live around here. And he got hurricanes. And he lives in Colorado. He does the washboard. Spoons.
We were right.
I'd say Guillory, but he does the wash spoons. He's in some kind of band. So if you see a Louisiana band with a dude's doing the washboard with the spoons in your area, that's him.
I am drinking the absolute best drink in the morning, and I challenge anyone to tell me it's not. Trader Joe's French roast coffee.
Well, I've never had it, so I can't comment. Oh, one more thing about the man with the washboard and spoon. Have you seen him perform in person?
Me? No, he's posted videos on. He's played with. He's been beside Rock and Dipsy.
Rock and Doopsy, yeah. Okay, so you got the Trader Joe's coffee, and you have
Community. No. French Market.
French Market coffee. Okay.
And
Which is Community in this can because I saved the can and I had a big bag from Sam's and I kept on pouring it in there. This is really Community coffee.
Oh, okay. You just kept the canister. Okay.
Well, why would you not? I mean, the Community coffee comes in a bag. And you can pour it back in the same price. You got a can with a top.
Yeah, may as well use it. I do the same thing. Denver Beer Company. Hey, pumpkin.
it's pumpkin beer season. It comes earlier every year.
I know. Pretty soon it'll start the day after Thanksgiving.
Hey, you want to see something? You want to see something crazy? Go inside a Costco. They got Christmas trees up already.
Oh, great.
That's insane. It's not even October, man. Hey, have you noticed that the retailers have gotten all about Thanksgiving? Like Thanksgiving doesn't exist anymore.
I love that.
Right? It's
a great holiday.
We suddenly touch on Christmas, and then we put candy out there so the kids can have cavities, and we keep the dentist in business. And right after that, right after November 1, boom, it's Christmas, man. Boom.
Okay, now, so Thanksgiving is a holiday? Wait, I remember Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I love Thanksgiving. It's all about family, football, good food, and falling asleep on the couch. What is wrong with that holiday?
Yeah.
Hey, Claude, have you seen this one? Elysians.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Elysian is a premium beer. It's a good beer.
It's real good. I got something called the pumpkin patch. It's got this in it. It's got an imperial pumpkin. It's got a stout with flavor, an imperial stout with flavors, and then it's got the regular pumpkin beer.
Night Owl, yeah.
Elysian is. We should have an Elysian night. I mean, that is.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
That's a good beer. Oh, there it is. You found it. Wow. Yeah.
Who makes that?
It's Trader Joe's.
You know, everything's sourced.
It's Trader Joe's. It's one of my favorite little. It's kind of place you love to. You don't have them in Louisiana, do you?
Yes, we do.
We also get 100% Arabica bean coffee. So
Trader Joe's is an experience. Trader Joe's is like an experience. It's a different kind of food store. It's a fun place. I find it's fun. Have you ever gone to a store where the employees are actually happy?
Yeah, I work at one.
Okay.
Well, check it out. It's French roast coffee as well.
Ooh, there's something about French roast. I like that burnt bean taste, that strong flavor.
French Market.
So the Trader Joe, you get the whole bean or the ground?
No, never get ground. If you're a true coffee,
this is also Arabica.
Never get ground. You fresh grind it at home because the smell in the house is one of the 10 best smells, right up there with fresh baked bread and popcorn. there's something about, when you grind it fresh and then you make and then you have it. Oh my gosh, it's and I'm taking all the credit. My wife does the grinding and puts it all together, and I hit the little button on Mr. Coffee. And there's something special about when you fresh grind it every morning. The flavor, it's so full.
So this one is certified kosher. It says it right there. It is a blend of Arabica beans from Peru and Brazil. So from South America, Peru and Brazil. And they claim it's really good.
It's excellent. It's just it's that rich, full flavored, that coffee with a slight hint of chocolate, just a slight one, and it has that mouthfeel. God, I sound like I'm talking about my favorite beer here, but I'm just talking about coffee here. I love coffee in the morning. My wife and I can knock out a pot, sometimes 2 pots in a day.
Yeah, I love coffee. Here's what we tried this yesterday. This is from Trader Joe's. I was in Trader Joe's yesterday and I bought this beer. I bought 2 cans, but I probably should have bought the 6-pack because you can get a 6-pack of these 500.
I know this beer. Is that a Dutch beer?
Well, it's a Dutch style beer, but it's actually brewed in Germany under license. It's
okay.
A 6-pack of 500 milliliter cans, 16.9 ounce cans for $9.99. That's not bad.
They have the Palmer Oktoberfest 4-pack in Trader Joe's right now, at least in Colorado.
Yeah, not here.
The one from Aldi's actually cheaper. It's $1.50 a can, and so if this was $1.50 a can, it would be $9 versus $10.
Oh yeah, okay, I got it.
You even commented that you thought this one was not going to beat the Aldi beer.
I don't think it will beat the Werner's Gruner, but
hey Ron, did you ever have the Oranje Boom, which they have in Trader Joe's? They
used to sell Oranje Boom, but they stopped. I haven't seen it for a few years.
Great. It depends. It's still available in different states. It's a very inexpensive. I think it's like $6 a 6-pack or something.
It's a Dutch beer, yeah.
Yeah, and it's an excellent beer.
You know what Oranje Boom stands for?
Or the orange something.
Orange tree.
Oh, that makes sense. Orangio, like Orangio, yeah.
Yeah, orange tree or orange bush, a bush. Okay, that's the website.
I had a doctor one time that operated on me, and his last name was Orangio. He was the best. I swear, I was having an issue, and I went to the hospital. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was bleeding bad and all that. And all of a sudden, like an angel, this guy just came into my room. And he says, "Hey, I'm Dr. Orangio, blah, blah, blah. You got this thing. We need to fix it." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, we're going to schedule this?" He says, "Yeah, we're going to do it now." I said, "What?" "Yes, I'm going to bring you into the operating room, and we're going to fix you." And I said, "Great." So in the meantime, I was, checking on this thing here, looking all over the place, trying to find somebody that's better. And apparently he had just come to town, LSU Surgical Center in New Orleans, just hired him. He's a cardiologist. They just hired him. He's a surgical, I don't know what they're called, what his special name is. So they brought him in. They actually like recruited him from somewhere else. He was like the head of this surgical center, and he performed that surgery on, man, I tell you, he says, I got a 90 to a 93% success rate with this. My only other option is I was going to have a colostomy bag.
Oh, glad that worked.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But now I go to the bathroom, man, them things coming out, it's looking all funny, you know what I mean? But yeah, he did a real good job.
Claude,
his last name is Orangio.
Oh, what's the other can? I never saw that with the green can there or whatever.
Here's the website for Oranje Boom, Orange Tree. Well, I don't know. I just got on the website. There's Oranje Boom celebrating the 350th anniversary. Well, that was 3 years ago There's something called a Mega Strong. I don't know what Mega Strong is, but let's see.
350 years of
It's a lot.
beer brewing. Wow.
You don't know what mega means?
Ooh,
So this is the one Claude was talking about that Trader Joe's sold, the 5%.
Wait, Ron. I know what it means. It means make America great again.
Okay. All right. I'll go along with that.
It still is.
I always want a great America. Always.
Now here's the Aranja Boom's 16%. Yeah, come on, Trader Joe's. I want to see this one. 8.5. I'll go.
Ooh, that'll give you a buzz.
12%.
Wow.
Whoa. Strong 12.
That's got a shot of Evan Williams in it.
14%.
It's got to stop right here, right? It's got to stop.
Wow.
If you drink a whole can of that, you got my sympathy because you're going to need it. You will be so loaded.
I'll tell you what, I would try it. If I had a can, I would try it. I'd love to see if it's all about the alcohol or the flavor. Well, when you have it that high.
Yeah, but a 16%, 16%, 500 milliliter can, you're just asking for major trouble. But yeah. Anyway, we'll probably never see it. Although, I mean, I'm like you, I would buy all of those, just to try them,
Look can I show you what I rediscovered?
Foster's.
Remember
Australian for beer, made in Texas.
Yeah, it's been on sale out here at Safeway for the last week or so. So this is a decent beer.
What, like $2 or something?
No, 2 for $7.
Woo!
That ain't a deal.
That ain't a deal? Really?
No, because Dorgnac's
deals we get $2 a can. Bad deals we get 2 for $5.
But look at this. Look at the size of this sucker.
Yeah,
I know.
It's called the oil can.
Dorgnac's has them. Dorgnac's has them 2 for $4.38.
Oh, so you see that? That's so unfair. You got the advantage.
Hey, that little place in Lulin's got them too.
Here, let me get beverage ramble. Let me give you a sip of coffee here.
Well,
what in the Sam Hill happened to you? You got hit by a train?
rough night.
Up.
Right now, I'm drinking electrolytes. This is what I'm drinking this morning.
Oh, great!
Ooh.
I need it, guys. I need it.
Better than Pedialyte.
I bet you went to sleep when I woke up this morning.
Yeah. Nice, refreshing, good orange flavor. Replaces all the orange flavor. Replaces all the missing nutrients that you need after a night of a lot of stuff. So
what's next? What's next? Kaopeptide?
I don't even know, man.
Nice snap.
We should start naming this show the morning after.
Yes, the more.
I bet some of the old beer drinkers from the 1970s remember Paregoric.
Yeah.
So Paregoric from France.
So, but this is good flavor, nice. So I'll give my score coming up shortly.
Okay, Paregoric was a good stomach relief product, but Paregoric, they outlawed it in the United States because the medicine in Paregoric was opium.
You know what? Sometimes I believe that the United States is nothing more than the beta version for the whole world. We get stuff here that's been banned in Europe all over the place, man.
My parents used to give us.
Take that. That's good for you.
When we had an upset stomach, my parents would give us Paregoric, and you'd be right to sleep, and you wouldn't wake up till the morning. All right. It came in this little bottle. It was kind of like it looked like absinthe.
That's why they gave you the Paregoric.
It looked like absinthe, but it was laced with opium.
We don't want that.
That's
opium.
They did that so they could go make your sisters.
It's just in France, they're not as strict with that kind of stuff. Okay, so Punkuccino. Now, so we have the TJ's, Trader Joe's, French roast, beans.
Yeah, good.
And Jean-Pierre brought Pedialyte.
Electrolyte.
Yeah.
Electrolyte. Here we go.
Yeah, electrolyte. Electrolyte orange. All right. So anyway, I'm going to give the score. I mean, I think it's good, but I wouldn't buy it. I mean, I bought it because it was in a variety pack, the little thing pack at Walmart, little thing pack. But all of these little thing beers, they're kind of like, it's really a good name for them because they're not like a little good. So they're kind of a little okay, but they're not really something I want to track down.
Hazy little thing, tropical little thing. You got the big little thing, right? So.
Crisp little thing. Now there's cold little thing, dank little thing. It goes on and on. And I don't have but a little bit of favoritism towards them or favorability towards them. I like the labels. They're bright. They look like a laundry detergent package.
Why is it cold in here? Damn. Shit.
John's having a nervous breakdown. But anyway, so I'm going to score it, but it's fine, but I wouldn't be looking for it. I'm telling you right now. They had a good price for the variety packs. I bought it. Simple as that. But to say I admire it or I want to drink it again, nah. I'll rather drink Torpedo a million times.
Yeah, Torpedo's great.
I would drink Torpedo a million times before I would drink this again. Just saying. And that's up from the same company. No. I'll give it an 87 out of 100. It's good, but
that's higher. That's a higher score than you gave when we did the duo. You might want to check.
Well, like I said, I couldn't remember my original score, so I was glad I couldn't remember it, so it wouldn't influence me. So if you want this, go ahead, buy it. You won't pay a lot. It's at Walmart, so there you go.
Okay, guys, we're looking at Punkuccino by Elysians. This is coming in at 6.0% alcohol. This has got every hint of spice that it should have in it. Just like if you went to Starbucks and got this in a latte or whatever pumpkin-inspired coffee they're selling you, you'd get that. The color on it's, I kind of like how they went away from the stout to make it look more like it and coffee. It looks just like coffee. So on the nose, coffee, cinnamon, nutmeg. It's delicious. I have not had a beer like this before, so I really don't have a baseline as to where to grade this from, other than maybe breakfast stout, which is in its own right as well. Rev. This is also a company where they source in the coffee beans to make this.
Right.
I think they did an excellent job with it. It's delicious. It's holiday inspired. If you like coffee beers, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna give this a 96. I think they did a really great job with it. Yeah, I mean, reason why I'm giving them a 96. There's always that's a little wiggle room there for improvement. So, see how it comes out next year.
It would be hard to figure out which is better, Rev or this one. Yeah,
Rev is great.
It depends on Rev is straight coffee stout. This is more like coffee beer, less like a stout.
Pumpkin, yeah, with the pumpkin, of course.
Yeah, and it's got the pumpkin spice in it. It's more along the lines of a coffee beer. It does say it's a coffee pumpkin ale. It doesn't say it's a stout. So that's my
steak.
Yeah. Oh, it says on there to shake it. So I missed that.
It's sort of like a stout, but they don't call it a stout.
It's more like a dark ale. It's real like again, like coffee's kind of like watery. This is kind of watery, so it mimics coffee very well. So yeah, it's like a beer ghosted as coffee. It's really good.
I thought it was good I thought it was good when I bought it.
Well, we'll do a duo soon.
Oh, good.
Would you guys like an autumn moment before I give my rating?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, consider it's going to be 93 here today. Sure.
Yeah, 93 here in Georgia, the Atlanta area.
Nice. Colorado's nice.
Beautiful.
No Louisiana, but it's nice.
Well, we get that too in the cypress trees. You just got to pay attention when you look at the cypress trees; they'll turn those colors. A lot of
looks
people
like it rained last night.
Yeah, that's true. They will turn brown.
Yeah, it rained last night, and at 12 to 14,000 feet, there's snow, and they have the Pikes Peak Marathon today. These poor people are going up to 14,000 feet.
Oh no, thanks.
And they're going to be running in their shorts in snow. I'm drinking Trader Joe's French Roast, just fresh, a whole bean, fresh ground, delicious, full flavored. Not that, do you ever have a coffee with that acidic taste to it?
Yes.
This doesn't have it. It's just a rich, full, great mouthfeel. Just it's a premium coffee. I'll give it a 96.
So you had the guts to give it a 96. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that inside joke. There you go. Oh, the sign's back there. I forgot. I put it up and I even forgot it.
Well, Claude, you sold me on that coffee.
Yeah. Dave actually made my mouth drool with that coffee. It's amazing when you guys... when you describe some of these drinks, man, I just want to have it immediately. Instant gratification. Beverage Ramble is going to have a hard sell though this morning.
The what?
Now, you can ground your coffee at Trader Joe's. You can get it and you can ground it and then.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you can. But isn't it something about special when you do it at home and you make it, and it's just I
don't know, something's wrong with my coffee grinder. It doesn't work right. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, Electric Light, what I'm drinking this morning. Had a little good time last night with my brother, and so yeah, I had to come home and kind of let's take it easy. Sometimes you do need to take it easy. Once in a while. So anyway,
that's what the Eagles said.
So 70 says calories and all that good stuff.
What's the IBUs, John?
I was gonna bring Coors Light, but I said nah. I'm gonna chill this morning. So.
Oh, the guy that wrote all those songs, he died the other day. J.D. Souther.
Yes, wrote a lot of songs for a lot of artists. I remember watching him. What was it? What's that song? He did a lot of stuff with Elvis too, right? Didn't he?
I guess. And he wrote songs for Linda Ronstadt and the Eagles. Okay, well, what do you score this?
Good, very refreshing. It's cold. I'm going to give this a 90. Sometimes, again, you could drink Gatorade. You could drink, of course, Powerade. All of them work just fine. But again, you have a Pedialyte, things like this is good, needed the day after carousing.
I guess Gatorade was the original one, right?
You could say that, yeah. So Pedialyte's not for kids, folks. Adults can drink that too. So,
do y'all remember when Gatorade was in the glass bottles?
Yep.
And the original flavor was like lemon lime. It was in those glass bottles. It was like rumpled glass. All right. As far as promos.
Ooh, look what Dave has.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait. That's
JW, excuse me.
It's like show and tell for adults here.
So for promos, this Wednesday, the 25th, September 25th, is any Oktoberfest beer. Doesn't matter which one. Any beer for Oktoberfest. Marzen, Fest beer, fine. All right. And then we have
Joe, see what they have. They probably got something.
Oh, yeah. Aldi will have their Aldi version. Then we have Fandango Friday coming up. Any liquor or liqueur. Then Wednesday, October 2nd is Joker's Wild Wednesday. Bring anything you want. The next Wednesday, the 9th, is pumpkin beers. I have to go buy some pumpkin beers because I don't have any. And then on the 16th is any Paul Honor beer. Any beer from Paul Honor Brewing. You can find those pretty easily. And then the 23rd, this is Claude's idea. I always give credit to whoever comes up with it. 23rd of October is any Elysian beer. It's Elysian night. Elysian night. And as far as show and tell, I'll show you this product that I found in Honolulu and never seen it in Louisiana, but I did drink a tall can, a stovepipe. It was great. It's called Dragon's Tooth Stout, and the label is from some kind of tattoo artist guy, you know. But anyway, it's
Wow, does that look heavy?
It's like 8.5.
8.5%, big boy beer.
Now they're showing a 22-ounce bottle, but my can was 19.2 ounces. So, but yeah, it was really great.
Wow.
It was this. I think it was the best beer I had in Hawaii. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm in a lot of pain.
You're in a lot of pain, huh? Okay, I'm glad to know that. I mean, I'm sorry to know that. I'm sorry. All right. As far as what's coming up in my taste challenges, I'm winding down bourbon. I've been doing the Jepson's bourbon. Thank you, David. Jepson's is not like great, but it's been competing. They've only been doing bourbon for 4 years, so they're a little clunky. You know, I put it up against Evan Williams, and you could just get Evan Williams, for instance, has so much experience. You know, there's a lot more decades.
Evan Williams Bottle and Bond is good.
Yeah, there's many more decades of bourbon production with them. That
And you paid $20-something for that stuff, didn't you?
what?
The Jefferson or the other?
Now the Jepson's normally is $29.99 at Total Wine, but I think David found it for $15. He found it for
I got it at half price.
Evan Williams does a rye whiskey, right?
So I picked up 2. Mine's long gone, dead.
Evan Williams Rye. I don't know about that, but it might. I don't remember. But here's when I finish with bourbon this week, I'm going to bring in American blended whiskey. Here's one from 2017, introduced. What was that? 7 years ago? Yeah, introduced 7 years ago. It's called Well Made, and if you think about it, it's a double entendre. Well Made, because it's made for the well, a well whiskey, but it's made by the people who own Johnny Walker and Crown Royal, Diageo, and I've only seen it once or twice. Actually, I've seen it twice. I saw it at Broadway Liquors.
Who inspired this? You just named 3 different distilleries or 3 different guys that conglomerated into one. So of those 3, which one do you think is, since you already opened to taste it, we can see that. Which one do you think inspired this one?
Well, it's Diageo, so they must have wanted to come out with a line of well drinks because they make a well-made vodka.
That is an American whiskey?
Yes.
Okay, so it's whoever is making whiskey. Does it taste like Jim Beam?
Well, I know that Diageo also owns Seagram 7 Crown, so it's probably got something to do with Seagram 7. But they also make a vodka, a rum, a gin, a brandy.
Right. But none of those are whiskeys. So let's get.
Yeah, this is their whiskey. This is their whiskey, right?
Reel it in. We're talking about the whiskey, not about their portfolio. And the question I asked is that which one of those of the 3 names that you stated do you think inspires this whiskey?
Probably Seagram's.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, what?
I was a bartender in college, and when you referred to a cocktail and you took the liquor out of what is called the well, that was the cheap stuff. If someone said they just wanted a Manhattan, you took the cheapest liquor out of the well. So when they say on the label, well made, I get a negative connotation. I know what they mean, well made, but I would not be. But in terms of liquor, using the word well has a negative connotation to it. Am I the only one?
I think that's right.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I'm not a newbie. I'm not a newbie to alcohols or drinking, and by no means. And I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been in several bars in my days, and
I think what happened, I think you're all on the right track. And I think what Diageo was trying to do with this is to make a well product that was not trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to make a well product that's a little bit better, and then we'll charge more. We'll see if anybody buys it. So I bought this at Star in Gretna, Louisiana, and it's a liter bottle. This because usually well drinks are liters, and it was $9.99. So I figured there's not much risk. But I tasted it yesterday when I got back from a friend of mine's. I was at a friend of mine's tasting some beers and whiskeys. So I wanted to be careful tasting this. Yeah, I wanted to be careful drinking this. But you know what? It had a pretty good flavor. I was pretty impressed by it. So there's no video reviews for it. It's been on the market 7 years and they've done a single review. So
what does that tell you?
It's telling me nobody's buying it. But
what does that tell you?
It tells me that
if they're not buying it, that means that they don't think it's that great, or maybe they did try it, or maybe it's just not wowing them. I mean, first off,
or they didn't like the price.
Anything about marketing, you're not going to put something out there with that boring looking. I'm a Texas branding iron that stamp my cattle with it. That's just stupid looking to start off with. I mean, if you're going to sell it, there's absolutely no coloring to bring in for the eye effect going on to say, oh, let me try that. They didn't even try to mimic to make it look like a clone of somebody else's whiskey that's well made. So I'm not surprised that it's not selling that good.
So
they're just not trying hard enough. I mean, look at it. Claude, what do you think?
Another problem. Here's another problem, and then I'm gonna let y'all talk. You can buy a liter for $9.99, but on the other hand, you could buy a liter of Kentucky Dale from Sazerac for $6.99. And if you go to the French Quarter, that's what they have for their well drinks. Go to the French Quarter, go to any bar, they got Kentucky Dale as their well whiskey. That's $3.
Casinos too, I've seen it.
Yeah, and it's $3 cheaper per bottle, so that adds up. So that they're going to go with the cheapest one, like Claude said. They're going to go with the cheapest one. All right, now any promos or show and tell for your end of it?
Well, I got Punkinator.
Oh,
but if you look closely, it's the 2023. I did get this at a closeout price. But, you know, also with the alcohol per volume in this, which is 11.2,
whew.
it's a good buy. 11.2 holds up.
It's a great beer, yeah.
Right. It's a great beer, great price. I believe I got that for $7.99. Then we started trying some things, and tried this one. Jay picked this one up for me. He saw it in a closeout for $3.99 in his area. Asked me if I wanted it. Then he asked me an even sillier question. He says, "Oh, there's an 81 and a 103." I said, "What's the difference?" He said, "ABV." I said, "Get the higher one." Of course. So this one is brown sugar bourbon. It surprised me. It's actually pretty good, but it's also a lot like a popular whiskey out there that a lot of people like and they pick up, or liqueur, depending on your area. It's a lot like Fireball. So it's very Fireball inspired, which is, it's pretty good. It surprised me. You know, I don't gravitate toward those things, but
my daughter and her friends had one complaint with it. They kind of liked it. But they said they found that it was too much cinnamon and not enough brown sugar.
That's why it tastes just like Fireball. Because Fireball is 100% cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, cinnamon and Canadian.
Then we did an examination of this, the Johnny Walker Green, which if you look closely, rich blend of single malt whiskeys.
All single malt.
All single malts. And it's all these guys. Okay. And on the box, it gives a map, and it shows the areas of Scotland where they're from. So they're all different coastal areas. east and west coast of Scotland. It blended up real nice. Again, Johnny Walker is not a whiskey maker. They are a whiskey blender. So they
Right.
buy whiskeys, bring them in, blend them, and resell them. They did a real good job. You can also see it's got many awards, age 15 years. This is running about 75% cheaper than blue,
Yeah, and it scored higher than blue.
5% cheaper than blue. And it's got a very, very high score from me. Very high score. I won't reveal that
Yeah,
score.
thing
You'll
was-
have to
that thing
check that video.
That thing was on fire, man. I was
How much
impressed.
is it? How much was that bottle,
Very.
Dave?
I got it for 60. Probably in your area, Claude, it's going to be 80.
Yeah.
My area probably
Just hearing how you're throwing around numbers and stuff.
Do you really? You're on sodium pentothal and 2 martinis. Do you really think it's worth 3 times more than a nice blended whiskey?
No, I found that out the hard way.
Well, this one's all single malts.
Okay. Okay.
It's all single malts. What Ron had in the blue, go ahead and you explain what it is.
Johnny Walker Blue Label is a blended whiskey, but it's got a lot of old single malts in it, like 70 years old. But still, it's blended with grain whiskey and single malts. But it was very expensive. Total Wine's got it right now for $243.29.
We got a bottle of blue. Claudia got me a gift, $180 at Costco. It was on special for the blue. It's good. I mean, it's fantastic. Is it worth getting? Is it worth to get 1 bottle of blue compared to 6 bottles of Famous Grouse?
No.
You know.
Yeah,
No.
that's special.
It
That's
just depends on where your taste is with this. Like Ron said, it had single malts in it and blended whiskeys, and some of them were grain neutral. So to me, it's like, man, you're stepping out on a cheap, and you're charging way up, man. I mean, you're taking it up to paying all that money for that. This one is actually quality, and I dare I say the price may even go up even more after this.
Yeah, Total Wine's got it for $63.99. So that's not bad.
Everybody's chasing down their price. Every retailer I went to reverts, but they pull up. First thing they do is they pull out their phone. They have no price on anything. They pull out their phone. They go to the same app and they go, "Oh, it's this price," and I say, "See you." So I got this one for $59.99.
Yeah, Costco got some good deals. I mean, you go the one you're mentioning, Claude. That's in that special case at Costco. You know, all the good stuff.
Costco sell this? Do you know? Did they sell the Johnny Walker Green?
No, I've never seen it. But
Okay.
it just the blue was a huge.
I would like to try that double oak too.
Yeah, the blue was a giant end cap display.
Yeah,
in California.
and it got 2 different ones. The blues I've seen. There's 2 different. There's a new one with some other crazy looking label on it.
If you want to help the environment, if y'all want to help the environment, you can buy the new Johnny Walker Red Label in a recycled plastic bottle.
No thanks. No thanks.
We got to save the earth.
What's
Okay.
wrong with glass? It's dark as environmental sound.
That's right. I forgot y'all are trying to destroy the planet. Okay, Johnny Walker Double Black it won a gold medal this year. Oh, I'm sorry, won a double gold this year.
$41. That's not bad.
I'll tell you what, don't buy it, Claude.
40.
It is smoky as
It's 40.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the red.
Yes.
It's over smoke.
This one's
all I taste
43.
Yeah, Johnny
So this
Walker
is
Red.
the old whiskey strength. 43.
Yeah, Johnny Walker Red. All I taste is the smoke, nothing else.
and here's the deal of the
That's how they
week.
blended it.
Here's the deal of the week. Johnny Walker High Rye blended Scotch for $19.98. Doesn't really taste like a Scotch that you would think of, but good deal for less than $20. When you think of Scotland, you don't usually think of rye whiskey, you know. But
No. So
I guess it kind of bombed because it was like $40 something when it first hit the market. Now they got it to 1998. So that's telling me that the sales weren't too
Did
hot.
you do
well, I mean, let's look at another one that was rye inspired. You know, this one itself too. Chivas Regal.
Oh, Chivas is
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
I like
American Rye Cast. We got this.
It's
I
so
saw it, picked up
expensive.
bottles. I put the alert out. $9.99.
Yeah, $9.99. The rye, yeah.
Stuff is $37.99 now.
I
All of a
keep-
sudden, everybody picked it up and they're like, "Oh, let's charge what the heck we feel like charging for it." So,
Chivas is so expensive. The regular blended Scotch, it's so
Yeah.
No, it's almost $40, but we
Yeah.
found that bottle. We found that bottle for $9.99.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
At the
crazy.
special
again,
store.
you know, it was held in one
Yeah.
area of a discount area, and then when all of a sudden it was all gone, other retailers magically had it for $37.99. Makes you wonder if they just went and bought it all up
You know what's really funny? Maker's
and
Mark.
resold it.
Remember Maker's Mark, how expensive it was a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's become very reasonably priced now.
It has gone down on price.
I guess the sales might have been slipping. All right, now Jean, you got
But
any,
it's still, but still, that's a huge name and
Oh, I know.
brand, and for it to go the price, which is great. You know,
Well,
for
I
guys
do
like
know
that.
20 years ago, they decided to go from 90 proof down to, I believe, 86.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people were losing their cookies, man. They're like, "Oh no!"
I think it's good at
And
it.
there
As
was,
it
there was
is.
a couple of lines of it that went out. People bought it, and then they decided to go back to 90. So I don't know if they're just coming on the cheap. Maybe that's why the quality's. I've also noticed that about Woodford Reserve too. Woodford Reserve was really good after Hurricane Katrina. Everybody was drinking it all over New Orleans because they were drinking everything they can get their hands on. And then all of a sudden, it started to go up in price, up in price, up in price. Then it plateaued, and then the quality went down.
Right.
So I don't know if we're looking at poor quality whiskey and price point catching up to it, or what's going on with Woodford Reserve. But man, that stuff,
Gentleman's Jack,
I-
another one.
book, that stuff, it deserves a new name, Waterford Reserve.
Waterford. All right,
Gentleman's,
now hold on.
Jack.
Now,
That's funny.
Beverage Ramble. Do you have any promos or show and tell?
I got no promos and show and tell. I'm just talking. But Gentleman's Jack, that's also reasonably priced.
Gentleman yeah. I've never had it, but
That's good stuff, you know.
That's
I had the Knob Creek.
just old Jack Daniels from the 90s.
I had the Knob Creek 12-year reserve. A friend gave me a sip of that. See, but Maker's Mark, I think, and also there was the one I brought. One with the, it was the
46.
Yeah, the Task. Yeah, right. The Maker's Mark. That was, I think, was like 90. Might have been 90 proof, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So, it was given to me for a birthday gift back in January. But all the rums you're talking about, all of them. But you know, I think Maker's Mark's good at 86 proof right now, and you know, as it is. But you know, people
Now before we close, because I got to get off of this to go do something else. Claude, do you have any promos or show and tell?
No, I showed everything I got here. Just nice to get together with you guys Sunday morning. Thank you.
likewise.
You're welcome.
Claude, how many miles are you going to walk on your treadmill?
I usually get about 5 miles on the treadmill, and then I go outside and I'll
Without
do another.
stop?
No, I go get more coffee. I go potty.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, it's the thing about it is if you're moving all day long, yeah, you burn more calories and you can drink more beer.
Yep.
I did 8 miles on top of the levee on my bicycle this morning.
Good.
Here you go. You know, as long as you keep moving, you know.
Okay,
that's the thing.
15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Now, how about we let David close this out this time?
With a
Oh, I'm
kazoo.
sorry, not David. I don't know who David is. I mean, Duncan Pumpkin.
Yeah, get out your kazoo, Dave.
All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and close this out. Wishing all y'all a happy Sunday. Enjoy your NFL games. Enjoy your beers. Enjoy your special food you're going to cook. I will be making drunken chicken, hamburgers, and amongst other things.
What is drunken chicken? Just give us
That's
the
where you
recipe.
take a chunk, a chicken, and you put it on your grill. Like I turn my grill into a smoker, and so I have a Weber, a dome, and I actually put pieces of wood on there, and yeah, it just smokes. And you take a can of your least favorite beer or your best favorite beer, take a good swig out of it, shove it up the back of the chicken, prop it down.
Well, show us
About
the
2
beer.
3 hours, you got a good one.
Show us the beer you're sampling right now.
Huh?
El Presidente.
Presidente.
Good one.
I
That's
got
a good
this
one.
while I was out at the Spanish store this morning.
Good stuff.
Dominican Republic. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
5.0%